I attend Eastern University. I'm a manager of basketball team here. Um, what we do practice wise is similar to like other schools. Like we run many drills. We uh we compete in practice, but we we go full speed. A lot of D1 schools seem to not like really go full speed at practice because they want their players to like stay healthy throughout the whole season.
I mean, I would say the Division One is more um,
A commitment level. I think I used to spend like 5 hours a day. It was called the event center, which is where like practice and lift would be. I would spend 5 hours a day there, and then go to class. And for D3, I think we spend maybe 2 hours a day here, and we don't do team lift. So just definitely like time.
I think it depends. I know there's a lot of Division three schools out there that you see Division one type athletes playing there. Um, I think Division one level, the guys might be bigger, especially the major Division one schools. I think that's maybe the biggest difference is the size. But I think there's a lot of, I think Division three is underrated in terms of people don't realize how good some of the players are skill wise. So I would say the biggest difference is height and maybe some athleticism.
Uh, they're pretty similar. I mean, they take the sport serious, but Division One athletes, they definitely have the talent and the intensity to go different places. They're more, I guess you would say, equipped to go further with their sport. Um, Now there are Division Three teams that I would think are better than some Division One teams. Depends on the sport, but differences is really not much other than bigger schools, more opportunities because of the prestige some schools have. That's about it.
The NCAA divisions are like really only different based on competition level of like the actual teams. Um, Classes wise, you're still looking to get an education at whatever school you go to. It's just the fact that D3 schools take it more seriously. As D1 schools, they do players do attend classes just to like maintain a certain GPA, but also that's just before the season can actually start. Like as soon as the season start, they're eligible to play, so they don't go to class. They don't really do their homework. They find somebody else to do it for them and stuff like that.
um, I mean, school comes first here. I feel like more, and it's better for me. So probably like a six, being right in the middle, kind of. So for D3.
Yeah, definitely 5 or 6 for sure. I think school is the priority here, and at my D1 school, I would miss class for practice and stuff like that, but we don't do that here.
D1, like I said, most people really just go D1 and play 1 year basketball, one and done. If it wasn't for the ruling that kids have to go at least 1 year of college to play basketball, um, kids want to go to college. Kids will go straight into the NBA, like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and all.
Day in the life of a Division One athlete. Um, it's not like the glam and glory that everyone sees. Some schools are like that, where it's kind of like they feel like they're on top of everything. But a typical day in the life is you wake up, you have early practices or early lifts. Same with Division Three. You go in, you got film sessions, you go to classes just like everyone else. You meet with your team and meet with your coaches a lot off field when you have free time. Um, Typically in the gym or on the field, pretty much most of the day. When you have practices, full intensity. There's no room for error. There's no room for lacking. Like it's meant to be. You work, excuse my legs, work your ass off so that you can be in a better position, so that you can be the best. You can play on Saturdays. You want to be that number one person on the field. Division three, they have the same type of intensity. They have the same type of drive where they want to be the best on the field. Only difference is that Division One, they have different resources. They have a lot of other people that are looking to build in the program. They have people that are talented enough that are going to help drive their talents as well. Division Three has talented kids too. Could have played D1, but I feel like with Division One, it's just the entire atmosphere year round in terms of the sport is just way more dynamic.
All right, well, and also one last thing, we're thinking about the commitment level. How's that a difference? How does that play a factor in it?
Commitment level. I would think in terms of people thinking about where to commit, they often consider one academics. They want the really good academic standpoint because when they're done, majority of them aren't going to play professional. That's just matter of fact. Second one is they consider playing time if they're going to play a lot. Depending on the school where they're at, they might have kids come in that are just way better off and work harder and more talented and are going to get the positions. And you also think about things such as like cost of the school and other factors aside from just the sport itself. But you also want to play for a school that you want to play for. You don't want to go to a school and just settle and say like, oh, maybe I'll play here. Like, I don't really like it. I'm not into it. Like, people want to go to where their heart is, and they're going to strive to get there.